least for me, I will feel like I'm not even on planet Earth. I'll have so many ideas and thoughts and things going on in my mind that it's like everything around me isn't real. Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel and my very first speaking video with you guys. So I hope you resonate and that this helps you a lot. So today's video we're going to be talking about the 3 top breathing techniques that I use that are my personal favorite that I hope could help you if you're feeling any stress or anxiety or even depression or disconnectedness from life. So without further ado, let's begin. So my number one top favorite technique to do that I do before I start meditating when I'm getting ready to do a yoga practice or in the middle of a yoga practice is actually one that I couldn't even find a term for when I tried to look up breathwork techniques. I know my other 2 are really common, but this one is a little different and maybe weird. I don't know. But what I like to do is take deep breaths in and out with my hands as if I'm moving my energy. So what it looks like is okay, so you can do it as slow or as fast as you want. So we're going to do that together. And before we begin, I would like you to close your eyes and take note of how you're breathing right now before we mess with anything. Okay. Does it seem super shallow, like your chest is barely moving? Is your breath coming from an anxious place, a stressed place? Where's your breath coming from right now? Okay, and recognize whatever that is that's bothering you. Was it something that happened today? Is it something that's been stressing you out for weeks? Really recognize and pinpoint what exactly it is, okay? And when we're done with all these techniques, I invite you to look back and see which one helped you the most to completely rip your mind away from whatever is stressing you out, okay? So we're going to try this first one together. Once again, it's breathing in, palms up, breathing out, pressing your energy down and away, kind of like you're like pushing all the negative energy out of your body. We're going to do 2 slow, holding your breath at the top and releasing, then a little faster and then a little faster. So 6 total, okay? Because this breath is also really great if you are feeling low on energy or you're cultivating energy in a yoga practice for yourself to really get flowing. So the faster you do it, the more like energized you'll feel. Okay, so close your eyes and let's begin. Good. Take your breath back normal. Open your eyes. Reflect on how that made you feel. Sometimes I find a lot of tightness in my ribs because I'm breathing so shallowly for so many hours in a day. And it'll actually hurt to allow your ribs to fully expand to its full capacity of your breath capability. Okay, so you'll feel it in your ribs, and that's perfectly fine and perfectly normal. Okay, so moving on to the second favorite of mine, which is your alternate nostril breathing. So what you want to do is take 2 peace fingers and you put them in the center of your head, right on your third eye. Your thumb will go on your right nostril and your ring finger will go on your left. You will close one side and breathe in the other. Close both, holding it at the top. And breathe out the other side. And then you'll reverse it. Okay, so that really helps balance out your yin and your yang, your feminine and your masculine. It also helps if you're ever out doing long hikes that go really high up in elevation that are strenuous, where your heart rate's going up in general and then you're losing oxygen as you're climbing in elevation. For some reason, if I take a moment to sit down and do this, it will help calm my heart rate back and bring my breathing back normal. Because if you don't take the time to do that, you will find that you'll get vertigo, or you might feel like you're going to pass out because you're literally getting to borderline hyperventilating. Okay. And my mom will use this technique too when she comes from Florida up to the mountains. It helps her just recalibrate, because you're going from below sea level to mountain ranges. So that can be a lot for some people. Okay, so we're going to do 4 rounds. So basically coming up through the right, out through the left, up through the left, out through the right. That's twice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so go ahead and take your 2 peace fingers and closing your left side. Let's begin. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Last time in and out. Good. Slowly open your eyes. Everything might seem a little bright. That's perfectly normal. Okay, so just take a moment. Breathe normal. Good. So my 3rd technique is great to do after a yoga practice or right before you meditate, because it causes you to really get in tune with your body and become focused. Not that the other 2 don't, they do, but this is a personal favorite of mine for stress relieving, because you're focusing so hard on isolating your body to your breath that it gives you no choice but to become present and release all the crazy thoughts in your head. Okay, so you're going to place one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. And you're going to breathe in through your belly, up into your ribs, into your chest, and then you're going to reverse it when you breathe out through the chest, out through the ribs, and out through the belly. So it's kind of got this reverse wave and reverse feeling. Okay, I'm going to apologize now for the barking dog. Can't help it. Might ruin your Zen a little. I hope not. So place one hand on your chest and one on your belly, and I'm going to over exaggerate the first 2 so you see what I'm talking about. Okay, so you're going to breathe into the belly and out through the chest, in through the belly, out through the chest. Okay, you don't have to make it audible. If that helps you, you totally can. Okay, so let's take 3 together. So it doesn't matter which hand you place on your chest or your belly. It's totally up to you, whatever feels good. Okay, close your eyes. And let's go. Breathing in. And in. One more time in. Good. When you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. So what's really important is we can do all the yoga practices we want, we can meditate as much as we want, but if we're really not focused on our breath, we're not bringing it full circle and getting the full benefit of that practice. Yoga can be just physical, but if you really want to feel it in your body and your mind and get that full body release where when you finish class you feel like you're in a daze because you feel so good, you really need to connect your breath with your movement. And it doesn't matter what everybody else is doing in the studio. I've been in studio situations where some of the breathing techniques I hear are just, you kind of want to laugh inside, but it works. It really works. So finding what is good and works for you to release, to let go, to become present, because we have so much stress and so much going on in our lives that sometimes, at least for me, I will feel like I'm not even on planet Earth. I'll have so many ideas and thoughts and things going on in my mind that it's like everything around me isn't real, that I'm not really here. Or maybe this is something you can relate with when you've had a long day at work, or maybe even on your way to work, because I've done this before too, where you don't even remember getting from point A to point B. You're so disconnected because there's so much going on in our minds, and our breath is our life force, and it can bring us back to our bodies. So that is why breathwork I've become a bit obsessed with, because I really find it's one of the top things I can do to reconnect. Because I've tried just doing yoga on a daily and just doing meditation on the daily, and the meditation's really hard if you're not breathing. So I like to do one of these three before I even try to meditate, because it will literally suck me out of my mind and become into that meditative state. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you resonate with this, or it made you feel better. You know, what were you thinking when you finished that last round? Were you like, oh wow, I totally forgot about what I was stressing out about, you know? So comment below, what did you think? Which of the three were your favorite? And what will you use the most? And what helped you disconnect the most? Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share this with someone you might know that's really going through some stressful situations right now, and you think this will help them kind of reel it back in and de-stress. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Until my next video, namaste.